Septic permits. It's not really fun to talk about all of that kind of stuff, but it is super necessary when you're building barndominium. Septic permits are the thing that we found to be the most universal, regardless of how rural an area is. Most places are going to require that you have a septic permit in order to do something with all of your water and your waste. That is really important. And if they don't require it and you've got neighbors, you probably should look out for that, because just being able to dump your water and your waste anywhere is not really good for the environment. It's not very sanitary and things like that. So that's why septic permits are super important. A septic system is going to be something that you're going to use on a rural property that does not have a city sewer system. So if you're building within city limits and you're building in a neighborhood and things like that, you have a city sewer system, and that's going to take away all of your water and your waste. But out in the country, that's not the case. So a septic system, it can come in a lot of different varieties, and they're going to have different price points depending on what type of system that it is. You might have heard the term of a perk test. So your land, if it perks, you're going to be able to go with a traditional septic system, meaning you have a leach field in the ground, you have a buried tank, things like that. And that's going to be your most traditional and cost-effective option. But if you have, depending on your land, so this again is not like one size fits all, it's actually your land is going to determine what kind of system you have. There's a sand filter system, there's a peat moss system, there's just different options. So don't let the fact that you can't have a traditional system scare you off from a really great piece of property, because there are really good options. But you are going to need a permit. A lot of places are going to require that you have that permit and you have that septic plan all put together before they will actually give you a build permit. So it's not something that you want to ignore. You don't have to have the system installed prior to construction starting, but you do need to know what you're going to end up with, because they are going to follow up. Follow Mrs. Postframe for more barndominium content.